Think About It channel. If this is your first time, welcome. If you are back, welcome back. Today we're doing a segment called Rehearsal, where we interview different performers, actors, etc. in the Philly, South Jersey area. Today we have a very special guest. It's Rachel Siegel. She's been she was a choral teacher for 16 years in the New Jersey public schools, and now she is the owner and operator of Acoustix Music Studio LLC. Very exciting stuff.
Thank you so much.
And she's got the cool the I can't tell exactly what it is, but like your picture in the background. Yes, there we go.
Yeah, my logo.
The logo, the brand. We love the brand here.
Thank you.
So first question is, what's your background in terms of music and vocal performance?
So my passion for music started when I was 4 years old and wanted to take piano lessons. I ended up studying classical piano through the end of high school, participating in recitals and piano adjudication events. And I became serious about singing when I started high school and studied classical voice privately. I participated in the school musicals and choral groups, as well as all-state chorus and all-South Jersey chorus. And fully embracing the choir scene, I held leadership positions in the high school's curricular and extracurricular vocal groups by my senior year. I realized that teaching music could be a possible career for me. However, it was really important for me to get a strong liberal arts education. So I went to Brandeis University as undecided. But within a week of starting, I knew I should just declare a major in music since I would be taking so many music classes anyway. Um, and at Brandeis, I continued taking voice lessons, performed in several choral groups, musicals, vocal directed a musical for the first time, performed 2 solo recitals, and graduated with a Bachelor of Arts in Music with honors in vocal performance, in addition to double minoring in journalism and creative writing. And upon graduating, I decided that I wanted to pursue music education and went on to receive my master's from the University of the Arts. And since then, I've participated in choral conducting workshops in Italy, at Westminster Choir College, and through the Princeton Festival, and have been teaching music full time ever since.
The resume is no joke. A lot of times you see like just teachers in general. You think, oh yeah, they just went to school for 4 years to get their thing and their thing, and here they are. But you got the education and the chops to back it up, Miss Siegel.
Oh, well, thank you. I love it.
So you, like I said in the beginning, you did 16 years teaching the kids in the public schools. I don't know how that math adds up because you're only like 21, right?
As are you.
Right. So the math doesn't really add up, but this isn't a math show, so we won't worry about that. So 5 at the elementary school and then 11 at the high school level. So what was your experience working with those two different clienteles? Because they're two different clienteles.
Very different. Yes, very different. I had quite a variety of experiences over those 16 years. So at the elementary level, I really enjoyed creating lesson plans that could integrate singing with games and musical concepts. And it was really fun to be able to work with so many different students and see them grow throughout their time at the school. And I'm very grateful for that experience, but I knew from the start of my career that I truly wanted to work with high school students. So my time as choir director at the high school was much more fulfilling professionally. It just fed my appetite for working on challenging choral music with amazing young people who genuinely wanted to be there. Those students didn't have to take choir, they chose to be there. And the experience of coming together to share that passion for singing was simply unparalleled.
Nice. It's always nice when you can teach a class that the kids want to be at.
Absolutely
It's
100%.
always a game changer. So we'll
Yes.
do one more question about your teaching, and then we'll hop into the brand because we're really here to talk about the brand, but the teaching is definitely a big part that goes into it. What
Yeah.
were a couple of your favorite memories from your time teaching in the public schools?
I have so many wonderful memories, especially from my time at the high school. But a few that stand out include something called Chamber Season, which was when my chamber singers group had a bunch of holiday caroling gigs around the community. And that was just a really fun and special experience each year. Also, I have tons of amazing performance memories from the high school, but one that I want to talk about was our first live performance after COVID at a community event. And that performance in particular was incredibly special to my choir and to myself because it just reignited our passion for performing together, which had somewhat faded during COVID and online learning. And finally, I have incredible memories from just regular school rehearsals at the high school, where the students and I would engage in very meaningful conversations and activities that created powerful connections, not only between the students and the music they were singing, but also among the students in the class. And all these memories will hold a very special place in my heart.
Yeah, I know that. Um, so I don't think I mentioned this yet, but me and Rachel used to work at the same high school for a while. Um, she left, I think, a couple years before I did. I remember during COVID, like we were like, how are these art teachers and how are these music
Yeah.
teachers gonna do their thing? Because it's like, okay, I can make a lesson or a video and put it online because I was a math teacher, I could do that. But I was like, how are you gonna get like 50 kids to get on a Zoom link and sing all at the same time? But you
Right.
guys crushed it. I remember like instead of doing like the concerts in person, I think we did like we put together like Zoom videos and stuff. So I remember that was
Yes.
that was a lot of work and it turned out really well. So
Yes. We had to get creative.
you can't sleep on the music department. They go hard.
Yeah. Yes.
So you left the classroom in 2019,
Uh, no, 2023.
2023. Okay.
Yes.
And you transitioned to now running a studio. So
Yes.
what was that transition like? Was it hard going from the classroom to running your own business basically?
Yeah. To be very honest, the most difficult part about that transition was giving up my really good teacher's health insurance and pension, and simply just being more cognizant of finances. But other than that aspect, the transition felt amazing. I just felt so much less stressed. And even though I was working really, really hard to get my business up and running, I was beyond excited about it. And because of that, I was able to pour my heart and soul into creating my own brand. And I realized quickly that I really enjoyed the entrepreneurial component of owning a music studio, in addition to my passion for teaching music. And the privilege of having control over every aspect of my business: logo, studio policy, scheduling structure, types of classes, social media content, professional development choices, performance opportunities, etc., has allowed me to tap into my creativity much more deeply than I was able to as a public school teacher. And that's just an incredible feeling. However, I truly believe that without my public school teaching experience, I would absolutely not be where I am today.
And from what I see, like acoustics is booming.
Ugh,
So your background is in vocal and piano, correct?
yes,
But you guys don't just do vocal and piano. What other things do you guys offer?
right. So we did start, a few months into starting the business, I realized that I wanted to expand the offerings. So, well, we offer private music lessons in person and virtual in a wide variety of instruments. So, including piano, voice, guitar, ukulele, drums, electric bass, violin, woodwinds, brass, and even now beatboxing and music production. So my own students come to my home studio for lessons, but we have an amazing team of teachers who provide lessons at their students' homes in Mercer County, Camden County, New Jersey, and Manhattan. In addition, I started offering several pop-up group classes throughout the year for various age groups and some early childhood music classes.
Nice. So when you first started, it was just you, and now looking over the studio's website, you're up to like 10 or 15 other people with a wide variety of age and experience and expertise. So what thoughts, decisions, or criteria go into basically forming your team?
Yeah, so we are a very diverse group of teachers, which I think supports the general vibe of Acoustics Music Studio. Different students require different teaching styles and personalities, and having this diversity among our team really helps provide secure student-teacher matches. And when I review teacher applications, I'm looking for a strong musical education and background in their instrument or instruments. And during interviews, I'm really able to get a sense of who they are as a teacher, as a musician, and person. And I can usually determine whether or not they would be a good fit for the studio. Final criteria, of course, are the teacher's references and background checks. And one other thing I want to mention is that we have recently expanded to the Camden County, New Jersey area, and most of the teachers there are my former choir students from different years at the high school where I taught. So it's a very exciting, powerful phenomenon to create this domino effect of my own former students now teaching the next generation of students.
That is definitely a crazy feeling.
Yeah.
I know I have that in the school I am now, where like one of the science teachers was a student there, and now like your colleagues with someone you taught. It makes you feel a little bit old, but we're not old because we're only like 25. Um,
Yep.
but I imagine it does feel weird, but in a good way, like a good weird.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And it's just like that umbrella effect of, you know, it- affecting more people, just bringing music education to more and more people.
hmm. So my next question is, if people are looking to come to you, do they need to have any background in what they want to do, or can they start from the bottom with you guys?
Absolutely. They can start. Most of our students are, beginners with no prior experience.
That's a lot of fun.
So,
Because I know
yeah,
sometimes like you can go into music lessons and be a little intimidated because you don't know anything to start.
right,
Like a lot of times you're not supposed to, but like I know that feels intimidating for some
right.
people to be like, oh, I don't want to go there and not know anything. Well, it's like, well, that's sort of why you go.
That's why you go. And it's really amazing that in just one lesson, the confidence like soars and you can just learn so much in just one lesson.
It is crazy. But I know there's people out there, they're like, oh, I don't know. I don't want to go there, not know anything or inconvenience somebody or whatever, whatever. You can go to acoustics and learn things for the first time. It's totally okay.
Absolutely.
Rachel Siegel is the nicest person ever, or at
Oh,
least or at
thank
least
you.
top 25, if you haven't learned that by
Aw,
now.
thank you.
So, what are the future goals and plans for acoustics? Where are we going next?
Yeah, so this past year, I started offering a few more performance opportunities for students besides the traditional recitals. And I'd love to continue expanding on that, just mini recitals at senior living facilities or craft shows, things like that. And it's also a goal of mine to start some sort of vocal group for high school students and or adults. I think that would be really great. And finally, I think it would be really cool for our students to see their teachers, since there's such a wide variety of us, with different instruments, perform a song together once in a while, maybe at a recital. But the trickiest part of all these goals is scheduling, since everyone is so busy.
Yes, yes. And with the big group of people, the diverse group of people, the widespread group of people, I imagine that's very, very tough as well.
Yes, yes.
So last thing, unless you have anything else you would like to add, the last thing I want to know is where can the people find more about you and acoustics?
Yeah, so people can visit the studio website, www.acousticsmusicstudio.com. Acoustics is spelled with an X. Or they can email me at acousticsmusicstudio@gmail.com. And the studio's Instagram handle is at Acoustics Music Studio, and same for Facebook.
And we'll throw you those links in the description in case you didn't get it the first time, friends. Don't worry about it.
Perfect.
Anything else for the good of the order, Miss Siegel?
Thank you so much for having me, Mr. Fink.
Thank you for having the time in your schedule to come and do this. I'm really
Thank
excited
you.
to have the people see the amazing things that you and your team are doing at Acoustics, because you're doing some amazing stuff.
Oh, thank you so much. I really appreciate that.